Coming up next, girls high school basketball on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, out here at Lorain High for some girls varsity basketball action. It's the Lorain High Titans and the Bearcats from Bedford. Getting ready to get things underway. And the Titans win the tip. Titans start out very patiently and break the ice right off the bat. Nice basket by Lanos.
Nice assist by Nae Bohannon.
That's right. Bedford tries to get it down low, and the shot was almost attempted by Hunter. She didn't really even get the shot off. It was stripped away, and the Titans come back going the other way. Titans move the basketball down, and turnabout is fair play as Smith steals the ball back. Bedford comes back the other way, moving it around the perimeter. Kicking it over, goes down low. It's Smith up with the basket, and
on the rebound, it's number 32, Alexandria Hunter.
And Alexandria Hunter with the first basket of the game for Bedford. 2-2, 6:36 in the first quarter of play. Nikki Ortiz with her first basket. 4-2 in favor of the Titans. Nice long basket under the basket, but Ortiz was right there to defend it and come away with the basketball. And now Matthews coming back the other way.
Rachel Matthews.
Matthews with her first basket of the afternoon. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be green basketball, going to be Bedford. Coming back the other way. It's all tied up at 4. Larkins bringing the ball up and throws it down into that right corner.
A lot of contact there. No call.
It was intended for Lauderdale, went out of bounds off the Titans. A little runner up and off the basket. Matthews down in the left corner, puts it up for 3. Seven to 4 in favor of Bedford. And I don't think Witherspoon was aware that pass was coming her direction. And the Bedford Bearcats quickly turn it into a basket, going back the other way.
Lorain a little lackadaisical with the ball there. Just and they're behind. Bedford's up early, 9-4. Coach Feldman can't be too happy so far.
And that was Matthews with the last basket. She has 7 of the 9 points so far for the Bedford Bearcats.
You don't happen to know the score the first time these teams met, do you, Gary?
I do not.
Okay.
I am not a plethora of information up here.
That's okay, you're fine.
This afternoon. The fine people at the scorer's table gave me all they possibly could, but Bohannon puts up the shot. Didn't go. Bearcats coming back the other way. And stolen away. Bohannon coming back. Nice bounce lead pass. Heisel. And try to get that ball down low. Once again, another turnover. Bearcats coming back the other way. From that left wing again, that was Matthews trying for another three. That one wasn't successful. Titans coming back, going down the floor. Heisel wanted the foul, but
nope.
Not gonna give that one to her. But they will end up with the basketball as it was tipped out of bounds by Bedford.
Ortiz with another basket.
Ortiz with 4 on the afternoon so far. 9-6 in favor of Bedford. Titans end up with the basketball. Bedford didn't even get a shot off that possession. 3-point shot up and off the iron by Ortiz. Bohannon ended up with the rebound and drove to the basket, but traveled on her way there.
Yeah, you might get away with that in the NBA, but not in high school.
Not in varsity basketball on a Saturday afternoon?
No.
Girls varsity. Smith put up a nice shot, didn't get it to go, got her own rebound, and for effort,
held ball,
and it's going to remain in possession of the Bearcats. They inbound the basketball. Kick it back out to Smith. Smith around the left wing to Larkins. Larkins all the way across court to Matthews. Matthews puts it up off the back of the iron. And
wow.
We're going to have another foul on the Titans. I think that was some over-the-back action.
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
It was on Witherspoon for the Titans. Three seconds. There were Bearcats making themselves very comfortable down there in the lane, and they got called for it. Titans coming back the other way. 9-6 in favor of the Bearcats. Very early on, 2:32 remaining in the first quarter of play. Bohannon tries to get the ball down low. Ball's tipped away out of bounds. And it's going to go back to the Titans. Bohannon to inbound it on the sideline. Bohannon inbounds it to Ortiz. Ortiz over to Heisel. Back to Ortiz, kicking it down low in the corner to Bohannon. She brings it back up top to Heisel. Heisel between the circles. Over to Ortiz now. Bohannon's made to the left side and puts up a three. No good. Bearcats coming back the other way. And Larkins pushes it and takes it herself.
Oh, and a turnover on the inbound. Stepped over the line.
11-6 in favor of Bedford. And they're going to get another shot at it here.
And Coach Feldman can't be too happy early here.
And 2-3 zone action for the Lady Titans. And that was a
hand grenade pass.
Yeah, that was a football type pass right there by Larkins, and nobody was quite sure where that was going to. Went out of bounds at Titan basketball. And tipped away. And that was over and back. That's I don't even think they realized what they did right there. It was in the front court, and Witherspoon intercepted it, but threw it back in the back court for the turnover. Now Bedford, we're going to get another foul on the Titans. That's going to be in Bohannon. Long cross-court inbounds pass, intercepted. Heisel going up, puts it off the iron, rolls off. Everybody's scrambling to come up with that basketball. Nobody seems to be able to control it, but it's going to eventually end up in the possession of the Titans. Now they inbound the ball to Bohannon. Down under a minute to go. And the Bearcats come around, and it's turned over. And Ortiz with a nice basket after the steal.
She's got 6 of the Lady Titans' 8.
And it is 11-8 in favor of Bedford. But the Titans coming down right now, 30 seconds to go with an opportunity to get it to 1 or tie with a 3. Bohannon brings it back out between the circles, and looks like the Titans are going to be a little bit patient here. As I say that, Ortiz puts up the 3.
That's a 3.
And ties the game.
She's on fire. Ortiz with 9.
9 of the 11.
Oh. Didn't want to do that. Before the clock expired. It's a 2-shot foul. Oh.
I mean, you always want them to play. You want to play aggressive defense, but you want to be aware of the clock as well.
Right.
Well, did they put 3? Okay. For a second there, I thought they were putting 3 seconds on the clock.
If anything, I think it might be point 3, but I don't know about 3 seconds.
Well, right now there's.
There you go.
Okay.
Point 3.
There's your point 3, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, because the shot was attempted just about the time the buzzer went off.
It's going to be Lyman shooting 2. And she makes the first one.
Well, that'll give Bedford the quarter. We'll see if it's a 1 or 2 point lead for them.
And Lyman puts the second one up and in. And we are done with 1. It's Bedford on top, 13-11 after 1 here at Lorain High. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the second quarter right after this.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state.
A major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
For the thousands of wounded warriors returning from battle, Wounded Warrior Project has developed the Warriors to Work program, a unique program that helps wounded warriors translate their military experience to the civilian workplace. The Warriors to Work program also works with employers to find the right job for the right warrior. Contact Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Back out here at Lorain High for varsity girls basketball action. The Titans and the Bedford Bearcats, and as we open things up, Ortiz is on fire, and she continues. She had 9 points in the first quarter, and she opens up the second quarter with a 3. 14-13. As the Titans take the lead. Ortiz with a defensive rebound.
Playing it on defense as well.
Bohannon drives the baseline, kicks it to Ortiz. Ortiz, why not? Well, it went in and out.
Is that a carry? What'd they call on that?
I think that's what they called. I don't see any flashings up on the scoreboard. Flashing meaning flashing numbers for for fouls for you folks at home. Ortiz
she stays hot
with another one. 2 more points for Ortiz. 16-13 in favor of Lorain High. Bearcats kicking down to Hunter. Hunter back out. And that time it was Larkins. Larkins put up the shot, missed it, tried to get her own rebound, but wasn't able to control it as it went out of bounds.
Ortiz herself leading Bedford. She's got 14 of the Titans' 16.
Heisel bringing the ball across the timeline. Picks up her dribble, was stumped for a second there. Ortiz with a nice save, but it's saved to the Bedford Bearcats. Larkins trying to get that ball down into the paint, but was blocked right back to her. Oh, a very strong move by Hunter down there, but was it too strong?
Yeah, and one.
And she gets the basket and an opportunity for a free throw. And it's off the iron. 16-15, the Titans retain the lead. Bohannon with the basketball. Over on that right side to Grant. Titans will inbound the basketball.
Foul on Bedford. First foul of the game for the Lady Bearcats.
Bohannon with a nice pass into the paint. Lanos didn't really have anywhere to go with it once she finally did get it, though. And the Bearcats come back the other way. Lanos stole the ball away and then was practically tackled. The Titans will take the ball away and go the other way. 5:29 in the second period of play. The Titans on top 16-15. Very close ball game, folks. The 3 is up and off the iron. No good. Ortiz with another one.
Wow.
She's got 16. Tipped away and tipped down to Bohannon. Bohannon puts it up and rolls off the iron. Larkins dribbling out on that left wing. And Smith tried to get around the defender and did a little traveling there. Ortiz putting it up again. That time it was off the iron and didn't go down. She's had a very nice afternoon, though, so far.
Yes, she has.
She has 16 of the Lady Titans' 18 points. And we got a timeout over on the other side. Coach Bauer was trying to get that timeout called frantically before something bad happened.
And that's a full.
That's a full. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
America's Navy, a global force for good.
Back out here at Lorain High. Girls varsity basketball action. The Lady Titans taking on the Bearcats from Bedford. It's 18-15 in favor of the Lady Titans right now with 3:55 remaining in the second quarter of play. And the Titans force a turnover and end up with the basketball.
Coach Feldman very happy about that. Good defense there.
He was almost involved in that play.
He was.
So Hannon brings it across the timeline, gets it to Grant. Grant down low, kicks it back out over to Llanos. Llanos puts it up. Rebound Bearcats coming back the other way. Larkins has Titans all over her and dribbles it off her own foot out of bounds. Nice defense by the Titans. Bohannon over on the right side of Grant. Grant dribbles it in, puts it up off the iron, no good, rolls it on out. It's going to be Larkins bringing it down the floor. Larkins puts it up with the left hand and rolls it in. 18-17 in favor of the Lady Titans. Turnover. Larkins comes back. Nice. No look pass down low under the basket. Smith got a shot up, but got fouled on the way to the basket.
Coach Feldman said, I've seen enough. I'm bringing Ortiz back in.
Alana Smith at the strike.
Well, with the exception of Llanos with the basket, Ortiz has had all the points.
She has. Got a whale of a game.
.258 remaining. And Smith hits the second. One of two for Smith. Tie ball game at 18.
Wow.
And Ortiz with another basket.
That's 18 for Ortiz, right?
I'm doing higher math now. Yes, you are correct. Very strong move by Hunter down there for the Bearcats. Ties the basketball game back up at 20. 2:21 remaining in the second quarter of play. Ortiz with a nice move. Nobody picked her up, and she's got 20.
She's putting on a clinic.
22-20 in favor of the Titans.
Wow.
I think they're going to have a foul on. It's going to be on Grant.
Alexandria Hunter at the line.
Oh, it's going to be on Ortiz. Her second foul of the ball game. 20 points and 2 fouls. Hunter gets the first. Puts up the second and in. Tie ball game at 22. Tees across the timeline with the basketball. Tipped away by Smith. Get it back in the hands of Larkins, the main ball handler for the Bedford Bearcats. Nice pass in the middle to Hunter. Hunter puts it up a little bit short. The Titans will bring it back the other way. 1:32 remaining in the first half of play. Lonels tried to get it down low, and it was tipped away out of bounds by the Bearcats. Actually, overall, Joe, very well played ball game here in the first half.
Well, very entertaining. Yes, I would agree.
I'm sure both coaches would probably want their shooting percentages a little bit higher, but it hasn't been that bad.
Oh, no.
Ortiz with a little runner going the other way. I almost thought she was going to get that one to go down. A couple of tip-ups there by the Titans. And it ends up going to be Herman at the free throw line. Would you believe the first free throw attempt of the afternoon for the Titans?
Is that right? Hey, all right.
And that one goes down.
Well, if you say it, Gary, I'm going to believe it.
Well, I'm going to believe it because that's what it says on my sheet. And the second one rolls in and out.
Lane violation, though. Oh, no. There's a foul. And there's a foul on, it was a loose ball foul because it hit the rim and there was an immediate foul. So that puts Lorain at 7, and you go from one foul line to the other. Bedford's going to be shooting 1 and 1. That's kind of an odd play.
And Hunter puts up the first. And a very nice job of Herman boxing out Hunter to get that rebound. Titans moving the basketball around, and you're not allowed to do that. Witherspoon went down to the ground to get the basketball and then stood up to try and pass it, and that's a traveling. 23-22 in favor of the Lady Titans. 51 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's going to be Hunter inbounding the basketball to Larkins. No pressure right now by the Titans. They're going to fall back and play defense on their half of the court. Larkins with the basketball. Titans pick up right across the timeline. Ortiz blocking the pass. Larkins gets it back. Now the Titans are swarming on them defensively. Ball tipped away. Bearcats remaining in possession, but it's been challenging. Hunter gets the rebound and goes to put it back up, but gets fouled once again.
Back at the line, it's Alexandria Hunter.
You know, I was looking at the roster here, Joe, to see how tall Hunter was, because she seems to have a distinct height advantage over almost everybody else out there. But the roster doesn't have heights on it.
No.
And she missed the first free throw. Second one up. And no good again. Herman took the ball down and tossed it up at the basket. It just bounced off the backboard and in possession of Bedford. And things getting just a little chippy, maybe a little heated out there. Speaking of which, it's supposed to warm up this weekend. A little bit tomorrow.
Thank goodness.
Thaw out for a couple of days. Hunter goes up with the basketball, and that time she traveled.
Let's see if the Lady Titans can get off a shot. 2.6 left in the half.
Titans up by 1, and Bohannon picks it up, brings it across the timeline, and didn't do anything with it. So we are at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. It is 23-22 in favor of the Lady Titans. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the second half right after this.
Hi, my name is Millie Ortiz. I'm 17 years old and in 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying hospitality and tourism through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. I started the hospitality and tourism program this year. It's something different and I like it a lot. We are learning about money and sales, the hotel industry, how to handle arrivals, and lots more. Some of those other things may be more basic but are still very important. For instance, there are steps for washing a plate in the sink. You scrape the food, wash the plate, rinse it, then sanitize and dry. You have to learn how to work with food correctly. You have to handle food the right way or people could get sick. Our teacher, Mrs. Dahlhausen, has taught me a lot of these things. I didn't know anything before I took her class. She brought in plates so we could get actual hands-on experience with folding napkins professionally and setting up tables for fine dining. Personally, I want to use everything I am using in this program to be a restaurant manager. I'm pretty sure that this is what I want to do in the future, and it's all thanks to Lorain High's Hospitality and Tourism program.
Stop. Whether it's on the way to school, at school, or online, bullying has become a non-stop threat to our youth today. Is your child being bullied? The National Runaway Switchboard can help. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
Back out here at Lorain High for the second half of the Lady Titans varsity basketball game, taking on the Bedford Bearcats. Lady Titans got a 1-point lead to start the second half of the ball game.
Yeah, first half recap scoring for the Titans probably be pretty easy there, Gary.
Yes, it is. Herman with 1 point, Llanos with 2 points, and Mickey Ortiz with 20 points for the 23 total. On the other side for Bedford, Hunter had 8 points, Lyman had 2, Smith had 1, Larkins with 4, and Matthews with 7 for the Bedford Bearcats in the first half of play. That adds up to 23-22. I know because I checked it myself.
Aha.
A steal by the Bearcats and shot up and off the iron by Hunter. They're going to end up with inbounding the basketball. Bearcats inbound it to Lauderdale. She puts the shot up off the iron, no good. They get the rebound. Hunter puts it up, no good. The Titans trying to dribble it out of there, and they're swarmed by the Bearcats. They end up with a basketball again with another possession, another attempt. Long shot by Larkins. Wasn't a bad shot, just a long shot.
Yeah, from 21st Street.
Lana Smith at the line.
Smith puts up the first of two. No good. Sometimes I feel like we're at a golf match when we're doing these free throws.
Quiet.
Free throws up. It's going good. We got a little golf clap from the crowd out there. Tie ball game at 23. Heisel with the basketball out front. Bohannon dribbles it in, puts it up. No good, rebound, and she steals the ball back, puts it up again, no good. Rebound by the Bearcats. Lauderdale with that board. Ortiz gets the basketball, comes out and gets fouled. She'll be inbounding the basketball. And no, she won't. Bohannon will inbound it to Ortiz. Pass down the right ring, a drive down there by Herman.
All right.
He misses the first shot, but ends up getting the second to give the Titans the lead back at 25-23. Bedford inbound the basketball. Lauderdale kicks it out to Smith. They move it around the left side. Larkins has it, tries to force it down low and up to Hunter. Hunter doesn't get it to go, but she draws the foul. She's been to the free throw line 6 times in the ball game so far. This will be her 7th and 8th free throw. But not unlike the other attempts, she was, up until that one, she was 2 of 6. Now she's 2 of 7. And 3 of 8 as she makes the second to pull the Bearcats within 1. 25-24 in favor of the Titans. Heisel to Bohannon. Bohannon cross-court pass over to Llanos. Llanos down low to Herman. Herman puts it up and in. That was a nice move by Smith to get to the basket, but she couldn't get the shot up to go in. And now we're going to have another
30-second
quick timeout
by Bedford.
By Bedford. We'll keep it right here. I have to think that one of the things that Coach Feldman talked about in the locker room was we got to find some way to get some other people involved offensively this afternoon. I mean, as much as you like that Nikki Ortiz had 20 points, you want to get somebody else to get a couple of baskets. Herman's got 5 points here she's got all the 5 points here in the second half of play. Excuse me, 4 points. Bedford inbounding the basketball. Larkins, once again. She seems to be the one that runs the show out there. Larkins cross-court pass all the way over to Matthews. Matthews back on top, tipped away.
Nice block.
But the Bearcats retain possession. And Hunter with a aggressive move at the basket, but doesn't get it to go down. Ortiz with a nice lob pass to kick it over on that right side to Heisel, and she gets the 3.
Very well done.
30-24 in favor of the Lady Titans. Larkins dribbles, drives, and dumps it off to Hunter, who gets an easy 2. Hunter right now with 10 points in the ball game. Leading scorer for the Bearcats. Heisel dribbling the basketball between the circles. Mortelanos. Bohannon goes down the lane. Puts it up. Gets fouled.
And she'll be shooting a couple.
That's right. Get a couple of free throws. An opportunity to push this lead out a little bit further. Right now it sits at 6. Or it sits at 4, excuse me. 30-26. And got that one to go in. Bohannon with her first points of the afternoon. Puts the second one up and in. 32-26 in favor of the Titans. After the turnover, the ball is going to go back the other way. Going to be Heisel with the inbounds pass and bringing it across the timeline. Heisel dribbles it down to the left side, off to Herman. Herman takes it into the paint, puts it up, off the glass and in.
Gary, that's their biggest lead of the game, 8 points.
It is. It's an 8-point lead, and Herman has 6 points here in the third quarter play. Shot is up and in by Smith, 3 points.
Yeah, they needed that one.
34-29. Titans turn the ball over, going back the other way. Larkins with the basketball. And as Hunter made her way in there trying to get to the basket. That time it was a little too aggressive.
Called for the charge.
Called for the charge, and Titans will take the ball back the other way with a 5-point lead. 34-29, 2:11 remaining in the third quarter play. Ortiz puts it up off the front of the iron. That time it's Herman, or Llanos, excuse me. Llanos with 2. And that time Hunter has her shot blocked. And the Titans try to push it down the floor, but it's tipped out of bounds. And it's going to be Bedford basketball going back the other way. 1:39 remaining in the third quarter of play.
I got used to just that's someone coming up, boom, you gotta go get it. Okay?
Larkins bringing it across the timeline. They throw it down to the. I was dangerously close to a travel right there, but Lauderdale with her first 2 of the afternoon. Pulls the Bearcats back to within 5. I thought there was a travel there, Joe, but
there was.
But it took them a second to call it. They got it right. Maybe the whistle just got stuck.
There you go.
And what do we got here?
Traveling the other way.
46.9 remaining in the third quarter of play. Titans up by 5, 36-31. Bedford inbound the basketball, trying to cut into that lead. Lyman takes it down into the paint. Doesn't have a whole lot of success there. The Titans get it, kick it back out. Nice bounce pass right there. Herman with another 2. She's got 8 in the third quarter of play. Smith puts up 2. 38-33 in favor of the Titans. 5 seconds and counting. Oh my, Bohannon from outside puts up the 3 for a 41-33 lead for the Lady Titans at the end of 3. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of action right after this.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important. Anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
Back out here at Lorain High for the fourth quarter of action. JV girls or varsity girls basketball. We did JV earlier. Varsity girls basketball, the Lady Titans taking on the Bedford Bearcats. The Titans with a 41-33 lead. The fourth quarter just underway.
Well, Gary, I hope the script holds true for the varsity. The varsity, as the JV, the first 2 quarters were close, and Lorain started to pull away in the JV contest in the third and then put it away in the fourth, and hopefully that'll hold true here in the varsity.
Yeah, they started to pull away there. They ended that third quarter with that 8-point lead, which we're at right now, 41-33. Long shot by Matthews. And the ball is tipped out of bounds by the Titans. It's going to remain in possession of the Bearcats. Oh, up and in, but it's not going to count. It's going to be a little offensive foul there.
That's the second big charge that they've called against Bedford this afternoon.
Yeah, Hunter's a nice player down in the paint, but
A little too aggressive.
There's a tendency to be a little aggressive down there, and she's got called twice for that foul. Oh, rolled around the rim and out.
That went everywhere but in.
Bedford to inbound the basketball. Bedford's got it in the paint. Lauderdale put it up. Not much of a look at it. The Titans take the basketball, come back the other way. Bohannon puts it up and in, and she's going to have a shot at the free throw line to make another three-point play. This one the old-fashioned way.
Bohannon and one.
She's going down the lane. I thought she was a little bit out of control, but she knew exactly what she was doing. She got the bucket and the foul. See if she can complete the three-point play, and she does.
And there we go.
That stops the bleeding a little bit for Bedford.
Hunter with another basket. 44-35 in favor of the Titans.
Well, I got to say, they've been calling that consistent. Charge on Lorain.
Well, if there's one thing you ask for as a coach, it's at least call it the same way for everybody.
Yep, I don't think there's too much complaints about the officials tonight. Oh, big bucket.
And Matthews with a three-pointer.
Gary, we're down to two-possession game here.
44-38.
And we have a full timeout by Lorain.
We got a full timeout by Lorain. They're going to get their act together over on the sideline right there as Bedford has made a little bit of a move themselves. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Back out here at Lorain High. Lorain High with a 44-38 lead with 5:50 remaining in the fourth quarter of play. Titans with the basketball. Heisel over to Ortiz. Ortiz had a big first half with 20 points, but she's been relatively quiet here in the second half. It's Ben Herman with the points for the Titans in the second half. She has 8, and also Bohannon has a three-pointer at the end of the third and then a three-point play to start the fourth quarter. So she has 6 points. Actually, she has 8 points altogether. Bedford gets her own rebound and brings it back out, resets it. Titans getting the rebound and coming back the other way.
Couple big misses there by Bedford.
Yeah, a couple big misses. It almost didn't look like anybody wanted to get that rebound.
Yeah.
And Ortiz puts it up off the iron. Long three. Didn't work. And now Bedford's coming back the other way. Lorain with that 6-point lead. Bedford trying to cut into it. Still a lot of time left in the ball game. 4 minutes and 41 seconds.
Bedford will get 2 cracks here with the clock stopped.
This will be Smith at the free throw line. She split 2 pairs of free throws earlier. A split in the second and a split in the third. Right now she's missed the first of this pair. And she keeps true to form and splits this pair. 44-39. And Bedford turns the ball, or Titans turn the ball over to Bedford. Smith took a drive at the basket and it was tipped away and out of bounds. It'll remain Bedford's basketball. Matthews inbounds the basketball. Rebound Titans. Bohannon kicks it out. Taking it all the way to the basket was Llanos. Grant with 2.
Oh my. It may be 3:05, but the bank's opened here.
Oh, nice.
Crowd may be small today, but I tell you what, it's really enthusiastic. There's a lot of noise here. It's good to see the fans really into this game.
You're right, Joe, and it actually is a very good game. that helps too. And the Titans get the ball off the turnover.
See if they can build on that 4-point lead here with 3:25 left.
Titans Heisel with the basketball up top. Over to Ortiz. Ortiz back over to Bohannon. Bohannon over on that right wing. Dribbles it down between the circles. Titans drive by Ortiz. Off the iron. Kicked around. And it's going to remain Lorain's ball.
The official was kind of screened and he asked for help there and got it. I think that was the right call.
Bohannon inbounds it. Almost got past Heisel, but she tracked it down.
It's got to count.
Long shot off the back of the iron. Grant, after taking that 3-point attempt, gets called for the block out here.
And Grant got her with the body there.
That's her 4th foul, according to the scoreboard. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go. 46-42, a 4-point Lorain lead, and they have the ball after that missed shot.
Gary, we could sure use a bucket here.
I think Coach Feldman would like a bucket here. And I think he'll take a timeout.
Coach got the timeout.
He saw things were going south really quick there.
It's a 30, so we'll keep it right here.
2 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the ball game. Lorain up 46-42. It's been a very closely contested ball game throughout.
Very entertaining match. First half was the Nicole Ortiz show. Second half was kind of balanced, but Bedford's kept it close. They had a point where they were down by, I believe, 8, 9.
I believe you are correct. I'm trying to look at my running score sheet here.
They had a run of a couple buckets and got right back into it. I mean, we have 4 points with 2:19 left. We'll see what happens here.
I see here it was 8 points at 41-33 was the last time it was 8 for the Titans. Ortiz with the basketball now on that right wing. Bohannon to Heisel. Heisel dribbling to Ortiz. I think one of the things they might have talked about was being very patient during that last timeout.
Maybe burn some clock. You got a 2-possession lead right now, 4 points.
I think that's definitely it. Sometimes it seems like high school basketball players, they put a mental shot clock in their head. It's like there is no shot clock, but they feel like they have to shoot after a certain length of time, that somebody has to force something.
Foul by Bedford. That puts each team at 6. So we'll be shooting after this.
1:39 remaining, 46-42. The Lady Titans in charge and having the and they have the basketball. Ball tipped out of bounds by Lyman. Tried to get it into Bohannon. Bohannon now will inbound the ball herself.
At the end of this contest, we'll take a quick short break and we'll come back with the final statistics and wrap up.
And Heisel will go to the free throw line.
One and one. Important here. Lorain at least hit the first half of this 1 and 1.
Heisel has not been to the free throw line yet this afternoon.
She does, perfect.
Nice job there. 47-42 in favor of the Titans. Up and out. Bedford aggressively bringing it down the other way. Up and
wow.
In. A nice shot by Smith. Quick basket there. Makes it 47-44. Turned that into a 3-point basketball game.
Yeah. 1:19 left. That's a full timeout.
It's a full timeout. I think we'll keep it right here, Joe.
All right.
We've got a really competitive ball game here. Now the Titans are going to have the basketball with that 3-point lead. I'm going to think that Bedford is going to end up fouling again. They're going to end up fouling the Titans. They might hold off for a little bit to try and force that turnover.
Yeah, if it doesn't come within 20 or 30 seconds, go ahead and foul them. Hopefully, they'll miss the front end. It's still a 3-point game, and they get the ball back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important if Lorain's fouled to at least hit the front end of that, because then that makes it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, right now, 47-44. Titans on top. 1:19 remaining. And we're going to have some full court, looks like zone pressure from the Bearcats. Titans get it across the timeline easily. Got Bohannon out front with the basketball. They're going to foul her. Now Bohannon is 3 of 3 from the free throw line this afternoon.
That's the wrong person to foul there. We'll see if the stats hold true here. Oh.
And it's tipped around, and Bohannon ends up with the rebound, and they foul her again.
Yeah, she'll be going back to the line.
Opportunity to redeem herself at the charity stripe.
Once again, they Bohannon back
in addition to put her back in the line, what that does with the ninth foul, on the next foul that Bedford does, Lorain will get 2 cracks because they'll be in a double bonus. And she missed that one as well.
Another miss. Long three-pointer by Matthews. Didn't hit much of anything, if it hit anything, and the Bearcats will get the rebound. Ooh, a round up and under by Hunter.
Traveling.
Doesn't go.
Yes, sir.
And the Titans will get the ball back. Still holding on to that 3-point lead, 47-44. 45 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Each team with 2 timeouts left.
Tees to inbound the basketball. Tries to get it into Heisel. It's tipped out of bounds. They'll inbound it again. They're going to make Ortiz move over to the corner this time, which I think is a little bit harder of an inbounds pass.
It is.
This time she does get it into Bohannon. And they got the immediate foul. Now Bohannon hit her first 3 free throws this afternoon, but she has since missed the front end of 2 1-and-1s.
Well, they're trying, they're trying her luck with Nay because she's typically a pretty good free throw shooter. But she's missed her last 2. Before that she hit her first 3. So we'll see. This big shot here. If she could hit at least one of them, makes it a 2-possession game. Oh. It's all right.
She steps off the line and way back and refocuses herself.
All right.
That one was nothing but net. 48-44.
And a travel.
48-44 in favor of the Titans. And a turnover by Bedford.
Oh,
gives
huge.
The ball.
2 possession and the ball.
38.5 remaining. The Titans really don't have to take a shot. They just have to control the ball.
Right. Well, Bedford's game plan at this point is hack a Titan.
Yeah. And once again, they're sending Bohannon to the line. We will see if she has righted herself from the free throw line after making the last attempt. And there she goes. She hits the first. 49-44. Makes the second.
2 big free throws.
50-44. Ball rolls around and in by Hunter.
On the rebound, Alexandria Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter with 13. And she's the only one in real foul trouble. She has 4 fouls, so when it comes to hacking a Titan, I'm sure they're not going to have her complete that assignment.
Yeah, I think that's though at this juncture of the game, if she would be the only option to just commit the foul. But you're absolutely right, Joe. If any of the other 4 players are out there can make the foul, make the foul. And we have a 50-46 ball game right now. The Lorain High Titans up by 4. And you said it, they've been fouling for the last couple of minutes here, the Bedford Bearcats have. So I'm assuming they're going to foul immediately.
Yeah, worked on a couple a few times, but Nay got her groove back, and she's put down a couple. So we have a 4-point lead with 23.1 left.
And Ortiz is to inbound the basketball. Like Joe said, 23.1 left in the ball game. Trying to get the ball into Bohannon, but he kicks it into Grant, and Grant gets fouled. And Grant has not come to the free throw line so far today.
Fairly briskly played game until the last minute and a half, which I think has taken like 10 minutes.
Yeah, turned it into a very long minute and a half. Grant misses the first. Puts the second one up, misses
them
it.
both.
Now what the Titans don't want to do is foul on a three-point attempt.
Oh
my. Matthews
wow.
hit the three. Her second three of the second half. She says 3 overall.
Gary, this is a 1-point game.
50-49 with now 10.8 seconds left on the clock. Now it gets really interesting.
Wow, that's a... And the reason they've been able to climb back into this is, I hate to say it, but Lorain just not hitting their free throws.
Yeah, they went through that stretch where they couldn't get the free throws to go down, and now.
Yeah,
right.
Bedford's strategy, I'm sure, go for the steal. If you don't get the steal, immediately foul, and it's worked up to this point. Put Lorain at the line.
Yeah, you want to get that. You want to get that foul. You only want to let a couple seconds go off the clock, because if you go down and you shoot free throws, you're going to want to have time to bring the ball back up to get a shot.
Right. Here we go.
All right, Ortiz to inbound the basketball. Inbounds it to Grant, and immediately they foul her. Now, she just went to the free throw line and attempted 2 free throws and was 0 for 2. So, here's the scene, folks.
Well, I think they're going to put more time back on the clock, because we'll see. The Bedford bench was screaming because the clock went for another second or so. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, 9.2 remaining.
That's plenty of time. Even if Lorain hits both of these, that's only a 1-possession game.
Yeah, there's an opportunity to for another 3-pointer. If
this would be a heartbreaker. I hope we can pull this out. Oh, yes.
Oh, she got all the bounce on that one.
Okay, what you do now is you defend a 3.
This is big. This is a big one. And Bedford can't get the ball up the court.
Wow.
They get a 3-point attempt off, but it was by Hunter, and I don't think that's who they really wanted to get that attempt off.
Whew.
Credit the Titans defense right down there at the end. They just kept them scrambling.
Gary, we'll take it.
We'll take it. The Titans with a big W, 51-49 here on this Saturday afternoon over the Bedford Bearcats. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back to wrap it up after this.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
Back out here at Lorain High as we wrap it up for girls basketball action this afternoon. It was the Lorain High Titans over the Lady Bearcats from Bedford, 51-49. Taking a look real quickly at the final scoring for the Titans. Heisel had 4 points on the afternoon. She had a three-pointer and a free throw. Bohannon had a total of 11, all of those in the second half of play. And Ortiz had 20. She was the leading scorer for the Titans this afternoon. She had 20 points, all of those in the first half of play. Grant with a total of 5 points. Llanos had a pair, and Herman with 9 points on the afternoon. 8 of those coming in the second half of play. In fact, 8 of those in the third quarter of play. Also from the charity stripe, the Titans this afternoon were 9 of 16 for 56%. A little bit of problems there coming down the fourth quarter made it a little bit closer than it probably had to be. They were only 6 of 12 in the fourth quarter from the charity stripe, but nonetheless they got enough to hang on. Looking at the scoring for Bedford, Matthews with 15 points for the Bearcats, Smith with 10 points, Lyman with a pair, Lauderdale with a pair, and Alex Hunter in the middle with 15 points on the afternoon. The big difference in the ballgame really was, well, the Titans pushed it out a little bit in that third quarter. They ended the third quarter with a 48-33 or 41-33 lead. They scored 18 points in that third quarter to only 11 for the Bearcats. In the fourth quarter play, though, the Bearcats made it a little close down the stretch. They outscored the Titans 16-10 coming down in that fourth quarter, but the Titans outlasted them once again this afternoon for a final score of 51-49 in favor of the Titans. I'm Gary Pelter for Joe Bach. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day, folks.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.